I firmly believe that the Garden of Eden's just here somewhere. The opportunities here are immense. We're an Australian farming family that saw the opportunity in the Hamilton region to grow garlic and then saw that the best value add for that was to process it into Australia's only fresh minced garlic. Probably the real joy for us is realising that garlic actually wants to grow here. The climate is perfectly suited. What we find here is that we can crop at a lot heavier rates than what others can because the soil can handle it. And so now we're 7 years dry land, and in horticultural world that's almost impossible. So no one's growing a horticultural crop without irrigation. So we know that with irrigation and the development of that, that'll more than double our yields, and hopefully if we can get to in the order of 5,000 tonne per annum, that's what we're pitching at. And there's just opportunities everywhere. So whether it's somebody who wants to grow it as a rotation crop, we've built the processing factory and our product is now nationally recognised. For the last couple of years we've already been on neighbouring properties, and so the opportunity for the region to take up it as a rotation crop is quite significant.
I think the Greater Hamilton region is the perfect place to experiment a little bit with different enterprises and to diversify rather than specialising in one particular things. We own 100 acres here, and my husband also manages a property that rears fat lambs. We have an olive grove on our property which has 220 trees, and we pick almost 2 tonnes of olives and they yield about 14%, so we end up with about 300 litres of olive oil. This region is good for growing olives because it has sort of moderate temperatures. They don't really like the severe cold frosts and the severe heat either.
It's a good region in as much that we don't have that many severe frosts. We do have occasional frost, but not that severe. We're actually a registered company called Eco Reforestation Australia. We grow sometimes close to 80 different varieties, and they're being sent all over Australia. And our bigger orders are for specific companies that are doing forestry type plantations, and that can range from up to 4 million seedlings a year. The introduction of the online selling was perhaps one of the best things we could have done, because that has continued to grow from when we started, and we're sending that product now right throughout Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria and South Australia, and that continues to grow with the interest now in the leptospermum for the Manuka honey, which has seen enormous growth in the business in production of that particular line.
The company growth is taking a lot of keeping up with, so there's a lot of opportunity here for employment. It's just endless as to where all that's going to stop at the moment. Primarily we were into the processing and growing of flax, and we've expanded that operation tenfold as far as the growing is concerned and the processing. And we've also got into hemp, so we're now processing many tonnes of hemp for Australia and the export market. There's really no better place that I know of in Australia than the Greater Hamilton region. A lot of innovation, growing of new crops, whether it be horticulture, growing of broadacre, new commodities and a whole range of different things. It's exciting. One could say you're living the dream in Greater Hamilton. It's so diverse. That's what I love about it.